Our intention tonight is going to be to work with the navel center, the third chakra, and that is the seat of fire, the seat of transformation. So if there's something that's going on with you, mentally, physically, energetically, environmentally, your relationship to the environment, that you want to transform or that you want to like maybe explore a little bit deeper through this experience, you can call that into our practice tonight. So I'm going to be bringing a lot of energy, a lot of awareness to the navel center. So yes, we're going to do some Kundalini type stuff that helps get that going. Yes, we're going to do some core work. And yes, we're going to do some breath work that really accentuates the third energy center. Manipura chakra, it means city of gems. So it's bright, it's shiny, it's fiery, it's alive. And anything that you want to sacrifice to it, swaha, you can give it over to that. Um, yeah, yeah. We call it tejas, or sorry, tapas in yoga, where you step into the fire of transformation, you kind of let yourself burn a little bit. It's the things that you do that kind of rub you the wrong way for all the right reasons. And the reason why we do that, other than to invoke change, is that it's for a good cause, in the sense that when you've stood in the fire and once you've transformed, you're left with this resplendent light or tejas. And that is really what the third energy center is all about. It's about stepping into the fire of transformation, letting yourself burn a little bit, letting yourself get hot, letting yourself get uncomfortable, for the idea that when you move through that, you have transformed yourself. It's like kind of the phoenix rising imagery, if you like that. Sound good? We're good? All right. So let's go ahead and go inwards, sitting tall, sitting comfortably. And relax your shoulders down your back. Feel the crown of the head lift toward the ceiling. And take a couple of deep breaths in and out. And just quickly identify a couple of ways that the body can move as you breathe. Okay? And so there is the collarbones, clavicular breathing. And so ever so slightly, you can feel your collarbones lift as you inhale and drop slightly as you exhale. And feel free to exaggerate the breath to feel these movements. You'll see why in just a moment. There's the greater movement of your rib cage. So the lungs are filling, the rib cage widens, 360 degrees, hinging at the spine. Maybe feeling a slight stretch or expansion at the sternum. And there's the movement of your belly, the navel expanding forward of the spine on inhale and contracting back toward the spine on exhale. Now, an aspect of breathing that you may not have had much access to is just below the belly. So the muscles of the pelvis, the abdominals, lower abdominals, you can allow some expansion and contraction to happen there as well. So you feel it more as you exhale, in my experience. So if you inhale, feel the belly expand, exhale, contract the pelvic floor, contract the lower abdomen, and allow that to facilitate the exhalation. So it's almost like you're trying to pull up the body and then relaxing that as you inhale. And so we're going to do a breathing rhythm that's going to employ all of these different facets of breathing, all to bring energy to the navel center and the region of the navel. Okay, so take a deep breath in. As you exhale, contract the lower abdomen and then feel the navel pull back toward the spine, pulling energy up from the floor to the belly. Now, as you inhale, feel the collarbones lift first, feel the rib cage expand, and at the top of the inhale, the belly expands and the pelvic floor relaxes. Don't worry, I'm going to lead you through that a few more times. Exhale, feel the lower abdomen contract, navel pulling back toward your spine. That's your complete exhale. Then inhale, feel the collarbones lift, rib cage widens, and at the top of the inhale, the belly and pelvic floor relax. Again, contract the pelvic floor, lower abdomen, navel, exhale. Inhale, collarbones, rib cage, and abdomen. Exhale, pelvic floor, low abdomen, navel. Inhale, collarbones, rib cage, belly. Exhale, low abdomen, navel. Inhale, collarbones, rib cage, and abdomen. Continue on your own, pulling up the pelvic floor as you exhale, and then drawing the breath down to the navel as you inhale. So it's almost as if you're fanning prana or energy from the bottom up toward the navel, and then from the top down toward the navel. Exhale, pelvic floor, low abs, navel. Inhale, collarbones, ribs, belly. Let's do a few more rounds, drawing energy up toward the navel from the earth as you exhale, drawing energy down from the sky toward the navel as you inhale. You might already start to feel a little bit of heat building around the navel. One more round. Exhale, pulling up the pelvic floor toward the navel. Inhale, collarbones, rib cage, abdomen. And then relax all effort. Focus your awareness at energy at the navel center. Just beginning to stoke that fire. And as we chant Om 3 times together, see either a fire build or light build or energy build in this region. Your awareness becoming more solidified at that third chakra. Chanting 3 times, deep breath in. Bring your palms to your heart, lower the chin. Honor yourself as you are in this moment, body, breath, energy, and mind. Maybe lightly drawing in the intention of that which you would like to transform. If you don't have something, just be open to transformation. And it's with that intention that we'll practice. Go ahead and rub the palms together, creating heat. Bring the heated palms over the eyes. Brush back over the top of the head, down the neck, bringing yourself back to the room. And let's come on to hands and knees to start. Setting any props you have off to the side. Yeah, we'll do that. Hands and knees. Good. So bring the hands under your shoulders, knees beneath the hips or slightly further back. Inhale, look forward, tail lifts. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, back up. Exhale, back. Child's pose. Let's move a few more times between these two postures. Just starting to warm up the hips, the spine, the shoulders, linking your breath and your movement, your action and intention. Good. Inhale up to hands and knees. Curl the toes under. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. We're going to keep moving. Inhale, float down onto hands and knees. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale back up to hands and knees. Curl the toes under, downward facing dog. Inhale down onto hands and knees. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale up. Downward facing dog. Inhale, floating down. Exhale, child's pose. Let's do one more round. Inhale up. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, floating down gently. Exhale, child's pose. Good. Coming up, let's come into downward facing dog and hold the posture and begin to walk the dog out of it. Pressing a heel to the floor, bending the opposite knee, breathing length into the legs and into your spine. Good. Breathing here. Feel free to move the hips around a little bit. You're dropping a hip as you bend the knee, dropping a hip as you bend the knee. Good. And then from downward facing dog, let's come into plank pose, straight line push-up. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Again, inhale, floating forward into plank. Exhale back into downward facing dog. Inhale forward. Exhale back. 2 more times. Plank pose. Exhale back. Inhale plank. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Plank pose. Exhale, plank yourself down to the floor. Release the feet. Lift the head, chest, and the legs, locust pose. Exhale, float down. Inhale, pull yourself right back up, locust pose. Exhale, float down. Let's do 3 more, helping to warm up the lower back here. We sometimes forget that the lower back is also a part of the core. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, lowering. Once more. And exhale, floating down, curl the toes under, lift the knees, and see if you can plank straight up and back to downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, float down onto hands and knees. Exhale, child's pose. Taking an adjusting breath, just feeling, whatever is there for you, just feeling it. Good, and then go ahead and walk your hands back, rolling yourself up to a seat. I'm gonna face the camera, but you can keep facing the direction you're facing. And if you wanna sit on a block or like a blanket or something, you can. We're gonna be here for just a few minutes. At the end of the day, if this is terribly uncomfortable, just come into cross legs, okay? And we'll practice Kapalabhati, the breath of fire. And this is a quick exhale from the abdomen, allowing your inhale to be passive. So it's like blowing out a candle. If you had a candle in front of you, it would just, the navel snaps back. You don't even think about the inhale. The breath itself, though, is done through the nose, but it's the same physical movement. So it's, okay? And we're gonna go for about 30 seconds for the first round. And then we'll take a break. And then we'll do a little bit longer for the second round. Now, before we start, I want us to bring our arms and hands into a certain mudra or position. So taking your arms overhead, interlace your fingers, keep the pointer finger pointing toward the sky, and cross the thumbs. So for those of you who are old enough, Charlie's Angels fingers. I'm gonna go ahead and reach the arms up and relax the shoulders. This is creating length in the front of the body. Good. Last thing to mention before we start, this breath happens from the abdomen, not from the chest. So as you're, it's happening from the belly, all right? So go ahead and take a deep breath in, Kapalabhati, 30 seconds. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath in at the top of the inhale. Relax the belly. Keep pointing the arms toward the sky. Exhale, break the hands apart and fold forward. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the side, come back up to a tall seat. Reach the arms overhead, interlace the fingers and point the pointer fingers. Cross the thumbs. We're gonna do another one. Deep breath in. Kapalabhati. Deep breath in. Hold the breath in at the top of the inhale again. Relax the belly. See light in the brain, see light at the navel. Exhale, break the hands apart, fold forward. If you can, hold the breath out and stay. If not, just breathe normally. Then inhale, sweep the arms out to the side, come all the way up. And release the arms on down. Take a moment to feel sensation. What's happening in the body, energy at the navel, clearing in the mind. Okay, so we're gonna do one more round of that. And the ending is gonna be a bit different. And just a caveat here, when I invite you to hold your breath, it's an invitation. If you can't do it, it feels uncomfortable, if you feel panic building up in your system, breathe normally. It's better for your nervous system to be regulated than for your breath to throw it off, okay? So before we do it, I wanna explain what we do after the round of Kapalabhati. We'll, of course, hold the breath in like we did before, and then when we're done, we'll fold forward and we'll hold the breath out. Now here's where it gets different. Once we have expelled all the air out in the forward fold, holding the breath out, we're gonna sit up tall. And you're gonna feel the navel pull into the body and up. This is called Uddiyana Bandha, or the navel lock. And we'll hold here as long as we can, which may not be that long, okay? And then when you need to inhale, you'll soften the belly and allow yourself to inhale while you're still seated. Okay, this is bringing a lot more awareness and energy to the navel center, and it can be quite profound, even if your holding of the breath is a short period. So enough about talking about it, let's go ahead and do it. Lift the arms overhead again. We're gonna do just a little bit longer of a Kapalabhati round, maybe about 45 seconds this time. Go as slowly or as quickly as you feel called to. Deep breath in, please. Deep breath in. Hold the breath in again. Feel light building at the brain, energy at the navel. When you get the first impulse to exhale, sip a little bit more breath in and retain again. Exhale, break the hands apart, fold forward, blow all the air out. Holding the air out, sit up tall. Arms can be relaxed. Feeling the navel pull in and up. Relax your throat and slowly inhale. And exhale. We might play around a little bit more with that Uddiyana Bandha in a little bit. It's good just to kind of touch in with that, holding the breath out. There's a quietude that can happen in the mind and in your energy when we employ that technique. So let's come back onto hands and knees. If you're using a block, just set it off to the side. And let's come back into downward facing dog. Take your time, maybe walking the feet out or walking the legs out again, especially if you're feeling a little crunchy from sitting on your heels. Good, then inhale into plank pose. In plank pose, lift your left foot off the ground just a few inches. And then put it down. Let's try the right side. Right foot lifts off the ground just a few inches. And put it down. And now both feet. Just kidding. I've been doing that joke for way too long. Exhale, plank yourself down to the floor. In a normal classroom, when I'll see everybody, usually there's like looks of panic, and I don't know, it's funny. Pelvis grounding. Let's come into locust pose, head, chest, and legs lift. Exhale, floating down, curl the toes under, lift the knees, push up and back, downward facing dog. Good. In down dog, go ahead and lift your left leg high into the air behind you. And with your exhale, a couple of things are going to happen. The first is you're going to bring the knee in towards your chest, and then you're going to bring your body forward into plank. Then inhale, push back out. And then exhale, bring the left knee in towards your chest, bring the body forward into plank. Inhale, push out. Exhale, forward. And keep going at your own pace. This can be a slow movement. This can be a quick movement. Let's do a few more. Good, last one. Exhale, bring the knee in toward your chest and hold. Squeeze it up as high toward the chest as you can. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Tremble, it's okay to tremble. It's okay to shake a little bit. Breathe while that happens though. Good, inhale. Lift the left leg high and place it down. Good, just a quick transition. Plank pose to the earth. Lifting up locust. Exhale, release. Downward facing dog. Planking up and back because we have another side to do. Isn't that exciting? Lift the right leg high, inhale. Exhale, bring the right knee in towards your chest. Bring your body forward into plank. And then push back out. Exhale, knee to chest, body forward. Inhale, push out. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Keep going again at your own pace. Moving quickly or slowly, depending on what your practice is asking for tonight. Let's do just a few more. Good, and then bring your right knee in towards your chest, body in plank, and hold again. Squeeze the right knee up towards your chest as much as you can, and breathe. Squeeze it up. 3, 2, and 1. Push the leg back and bring the foot to the floor. Inhale, float gently down onto hands and knees. Exhale, child's pose. Taking a few adjusting breaths here. If your wrists are feeling a little tired, just turn the palms face up. One more breath. And then inhale up to hands and knees. Good. Before we continue, I want to do something real quick. I was talking to Claire earlier, who's in the room, and she was mentioning that she has some carpal tunnel and some wrist stuff. So we can do a couple of stretches before we continue to help with that. So from hands and knees, and I'm just facing you for camera usage, you can externally rotate your wrists and work your palms toward the floor. This helps to stretch the forearms. And then, you can stay exactly here, shoulder stacking over the wrists. Depending on how this is feeling, you might be able to lean back just a hair, just a hair. Breathe. Good. Turn the hands around. And then fold the hands under. So just straight under. And just do one hand at a time for this one, because if you do both, you might collapse, and we're not trying to do that today. Good. So fingertips are pointing toward you, palm face up. And again, you can lean back a little bit if that feels all right. Good, and then release. Let's do the other side. Fold the other hand under. Just a little bit of pressure. Breathe. And then release. Good, sit back for just a moment and just shake out the wrists. Shake them out. I'm having an interesting experience because my left hand or my left wrist feels good doing this, and my right wrist is like, what are you doing? Just notice what your experience is. Probably because I'm right-handed and I use my right hand more than my left. Good. 3, lift them up. 2, and 1. Relax them down. Whew. Nice and warm and tingly. All right, so from where you're at, let's go ahead and come up to standing. And if anybody ever has any requests for class, you're always welcome to ask either before class starts. I sign on about 10 minutes early, or you can send me an email, whatever works for you. It's something I can do for this class on Thursdays that I can't do on Mondays so easily. All right, so let's do some arm swings. So 3-part inhale through the mouth, 1 powerful exhale out of your mouth with the movement. Tonight we'll do the drop the body version. So it'll be inhale, arms up, inhale, arms back, inhale, arms up, and then exhale, bend the knees, drop the body, swing the arms behind you to inhale, come up for the next round. Go as slowly or as quickly as you want. We're gonna go for about a full 2 minutes tonight. So brace yourself. All right, when you're ready, inhale up, back, up, exhale, drop. Inhale, 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 exhale. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Good. Find your pace. Again, we're doing this for about a full 2 minutes. So feel a full movement of the shoulders, up, and back. And as you exhale sharply, feel the navel pull back toward the spine. It's kind of the same feeling you might get when we're doing the breath of fire earlier. The navel pulling back sharply. Swing it out. Now, as we continue this movement, I want you to think again about that thing that you wanted to bring into your practice to help transform. Maybe it's something you want to let go of or a quality that you'd like to bring in. Let it be a part of this movement. The engagement at the navel and lower back, the swinging of the arms. It's like we're fanning a fire. So bring that intention to the fire. What is it you want to transform? What are you open to transforming? 15 more seconds. 2 and 1, coming up to standing. Whew. Feel sensation. Regulate your breath. Deep breath in and out. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. If you can, hold the breath in. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release the arms. Exhaling through the mouth. Again, lift the arms overhead. Inhale. Hold the breath in, hold the pose. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, fold forward. Swan dive. Inhale, arms out to the side, coming all the way up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Hold the breath in. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, fold forward. If you can, hold the breath out. You might need to take another breath to do that. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the side, come up. Exhale, bring the arms down. One more round, sweep the arms up, hold the breath in. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, fold. Hold the breath out and press your palms to your shins. Bring yourself up halfway, looking down at the floor, holding the breath out. Feel the navel pull in and up. Stay here to inhale. Exhale, fold forward, blow all the air out. Hold the breath out, come back, halfway up. Chest parallels to the ground, navel pulling in and up, and looking at the floor, or your eyes can be closed too. Inhale here. Exhale, fold. Hold the breath out, again, halfway up. Inhale here. Exhale, fold. Then inhale, sweep the arms out to the side, come all the way up. And palms to the heart. Feel sensation, breath rate, heart rate, sweat rate. Hydrate. All right. Trying to think if there's anything else I want to do before we start our sun salutation. I think we're ready. So go ahead and step to the top of your mat if you're not there already. And have your feet stacked underneath your hips. Bring your palms to your heart. And before we go into our movement, reconnecting to energy at the navel by bringing in that centering practice we did. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, pull up the pelvic floor, low abdomen, navel. Inhale, feel the collarbones lift, rib cage widens, and then the belly relaxes. Inhale. Exhale, pull up the pelvic floor, drawing energy toward the navel. Inhale, collarbones, chest, belly. Exhale, pelvic floor, low abs, navel. Inhale, collarbones, rib cage, belly. One more time. Exhale, pull the energy up. Inhale, draw the energy down. Good. Staying rooted in the navel center. From here is where we will practice. With your inhale, sweep the arms down and up. Exhale, swan dive, fold forward and down. Palms to shins, halfway up. Exhale, fold down and step your right foot way back. Take the back foot flat to the floor, prepping for warrior two. So the toes are pointing out to the side. Bend the front knee deeply. And then sweep your right arm forward, leading you up and sinking you in to warrior two. Good. Staying for just a breath or two right now, just getting used to this posture since we haven't been in it yet. And then drop your right hand down onto your right leg. Lift the left arm up and back. Keep the left knee bending. Good. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, swim all the way forward, hands to the floor, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale to plank pose. This time with your exhale, come 1 inch from the floor, chaturanga. Then press the arms straight, come onto the tops of the feet, knees lift, shoulders back, upward dog. And exhale, pull back from the navel to downward facing dog. Let's do that one more time since we haven't done that before, at least this week. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga, 1 inch from the floor. Good. Press the arms straight, take the shoulders back, upward facing dog. And then there's a tug behind your navel that pulls you back into downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's lift the right leg this time. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Good, help it through if you need to. Back foot flat on the floor. Left arm leads you up into warrior two. Turn the palms toward the ceiling. Good, staying for a breath or two. And then drop the left hand down behind you. Lift the right arm up and back, reverse warrior. Keep the front knee bending. Good, take a deep breath in here. And exhale, swim all the way forward. Step forward, Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Palms to shins, halfway up, please. And exhale, fold down. Sweep the arms out to the side of the flat back, come all the way up. And palms to the heart. Good, let's do that again. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive, fold forward and down. Palms to shins. Exhale, release, step your left foot back this time. Plant the back foot, bend the front knee. Warrior two, come on up. And exhale, sink on in. Inhale, come into reverse warrior. Drop the left hand behind you, lift the right arm up. And then exhale, swim all the way forward, step back to downward facing dog. Plank pose, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, planking down 1 inch from the floor. Then pushing the arms straight, pull the heart through, upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Exhale, step it all the way forward between the hands. Take the back foot flat to the floor. Warrior two, come on up. And exhale, sink on in. Right hand down, left arm lifts. Reverse warrior, inhale. And exhale, swim all the way forward. Step forward, Uttanasana. Palms to shins, halfway rise. Exhale, release. Sweep the arms up to the side, come all the way up. And palms to the heart. Keeping this energy moving. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. Palms to shins. Exhale, release, right foot steps. Back foot flat, bend the front knee, warrior two, inhale. Exhale, sink in. Right arm down, left arm lifts, reverse warrior. And exhale, swim all the way forward and step back, downward facing dog. Plank pose. To chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Right leg lifts. And step it through. Back foot flat, warrior two, come on up. And sink on in. Good. Inhale, reverse warrior, lifting the right arm up. Exhale, swim all the way forward, step forward. Palms to shins. Exhale, fold. Sweep the arms up to the side, come all the way up. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Good. Palms to shins again, halfway up. Exhale, release, step the left foot back. Plant the foot on the floor, bend the front knee, warrior two, come on up and sink on in. Reverse warrior, inhale. And downward facing dog, exhale, swim forward, step back. Plank pose. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. To downward facing dog. Left leg lifts and step it on through. Help it forward. Back foot plants, bend the front knee. Warrior two, come on up. Sink on in. Reverse it, lift the left arm up. And exhale, swim all the way forward, step forward. Palms to shins. Exhale, fold. Sweep the arms out to the side, come all the way up. And again, fold all the way forward. Halfway rise. Exhale, release. Step the right foot back this time. Bend the front knee, warrior two, come on up. Sink on in. Reverse warrior, inhale. Exhale, swim forward, step back, downward facing dog. Good, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg lifts and steps. Back foot flat, warrior two, come on up. Sink on in. Reverse warrior, lift the right arm up, sweep back. Exhale, swim all the way forward, step forward, Uttanasana. Palms to shins. Exhale, release. Sweep the arms out to the side, come all the way up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Palms to shins. Exhale, release, step the left foot back. Warrior two, come on up and sink. Reverse warrior. Swim forward, downward facing dog. Good, plank. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts and steps. Back foot flat, warrior two. Good, reverse warrior. And then swim forward, step forward. Palms to shins. Exhale, release. Sweep the arms out to the side, come all the way up. And palms to the heart this time. Take a moment and breathe. One more breath. And then from the front of your mat, step your right foot way back, warrior two stance, toes pointing out to the side. Good. Take the arms out to the side, inhale. Exhale, bend the left knee, sinking into warrior two. Inhale, straighten the left knee. We're gonna hold it this time, all right? So go ahead and bend back in. The knee guiding toward its own middle toe and gazing out forward over your left middle finger. Now there's going to be something else here, all right? With your exhale, draw up the pelvic floor, low abdomen, navel to spine. Inhale, fill the collarbones first, rib cage, then belly. Again, exhale, low abdomen, navel. Inhale, collarbones, rib cage, belly. Pull it up on exhale, draw it down on inhale. Energy toward the navel a few more times. Almost there. Keep the arms extended. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, reach the left arm forward like you're trying to grab somebody's hand in front of you, and then place the left hand down onto the left shin. The right hand behind you is also going to drop down. Then inhale, sweep it forward, and then back into the air, coming into Trikonasana, triangle pose. And if it's comfortable on your neck, you can look up at the hand in the air. If not, feel free to look straight forward or even downward slightly. Good. Now become aware of that right hand in the air, the one that's spinning around there. Imagine that somebody has hold of that hand and they just pull you right back up. Isn't that fun? I hope so, because we're doing the other side next. And to do the other side, all you have to do is change the angles of the feet to the opposite direction. Now, if in your space you want to move around differently, you can. Just make sure the right foot is forward and the left foot is behind you, okay? Sweep the arms out to the side, turn the palms toward the sky, take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend the right knee, sink in, and inhale, straighten the leg. This time we're gonna hold. Exhale, sink in, and stay, gazing out beyond your own right middle finger. Good. And then we'll add the pranayama. So exhale, draw up the pelvic floor, low abdomen, navel. Inhale, fill from the collarbones, rib cage, belly. Exhale, pelvic floor, low abdomen, navel. Inhale, collarbones fill first, then the rib cage, then the belly. Drawing up in, exhale. Drawing down, inhale. Keep bending into that front knee. A couple more times. Good. And keep the arms extended. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, reach the right arm forward and place the hand down on the shin or ankle. Drop the left arm down. Inhale, sweep it forward and then back up into the air. A little backstroke here coming into Trikonasana triangle on this side. Work the left shoulder back. Again, if it's comfortable in the neck, you can look up at the hand in the air. If it's not comfortable, just look straight forward or even down slightly. Good. And become aware of that left hand, the one in the air. Grab hold of that invisible person or rope and allow it to pull you up and then release the arms. Go ahead. Take a moment. All right. Then we're going to come into a wide leg stance. So just go ahead and just turn to the left a little bit. And you might need to change how wide the feet are. We're going to turn the toes outward about 45 degrees, so you might need to shift around just slightly. Don't forget to hydrate. All right. So we are going to practice a squat, and then we're going to add Kapalabhati to it, because why not? So just have the hands on the hips to start. We'll practice the squat first, and then we'll add the pranayama in just a moment. So take a deep breath in, feel length in the spine. With your exhale, bend your knees out toward the toes. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, sink back in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink in. Inhale, lift. Let's do two more. Sinking in, exhale. Inhale, lift. Sinking in. And inhale, lift. All right, we're going to do this with Kapalabhati, and we're going to bring our hands into another mudra. And this one is a little bit more receptive. You're going to turn your left palm up in front of you, down by the pelvis, and place your right hand inside of that. Okay, so it's almost like we're creating a bowl. So when we come down into the squat, it's almost like we're holding a bowl that the fire is sitting in. In Sanskrit, it's called a kumbha. It's the bowl of fire. And so we're creating a stability for that fire to exist within. So it's not just like a raging wildfire, but it's contained in the sense that it's grounded in your energy. All right. So left hand, then right hand on top of it. Relax the shoulders. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend the knees, sink in. All right, let's do some Kapalabhati here. Take a deep breath in to begin. Stay in the squat. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath in. Keep holding that fire. Sip a little bit more breath in. Keep holding if you can. Exhale with control, so slowly. Inhale, straighten the legs. Turn the feet parallel. So toes pointing forward. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Good. With your palms or fingertips on the ground, inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, fold forward, blow all the air out of your body. Hold the breath out, come halfway up again. Feel the navel pull in and up. Inhale here. Exhale, fold forward, blow all the air out again. Hold the breath out, come halfway up. Navel pulling in and up, Uddiyana Bandha. Inhale here. Exhale, fold. Hold the breath out, halfway up. Inhale. Exhale again. Holding down. Hold the breath out, come halfway up. Inhale. Exhale, fold. 2 more times. Hold the breath out. Come halfway up. Inhale. Last one. Hold the breath out. Halfway up. Inhale. And exhale, just fold down and rest for a breath. All right. So bringing yourself up halfway, breathing normally. We're going to come into downward facing dog. So you can pivot whatever way you need to on your mat and step back to downward dog. Good. Then inhale, come into plank pose. We love plank pose tonight. Exhale, plank yourself all the way down to the earth. Coming all the way down, please. Feeling your pelvis ground. Inhale, lift the head, chest, and legs. Locust pose. Exhale, float down. Inhale, float up, locust pose. Exhale, float down. We're going to hold this time. Inhale, rise. And stay. And breathe normally. Inhale to your highest point. And exhale, float down. Carefully roll over onto your back. Still got a couple more exercises. Don't get too excited. Good. So once you're on your back, go ahead and hug the knees into your chest. And take the arms out to the side, making a T shape with your body. Now, if there's furniture or something nearby, you could do goalpost arms or cactus arms instead. Good. Now lock the ankles together and lock the knees together. All right? Keep them connected as much as you can. Take a deep breath in. With your exhale, drop the knees towards your right side. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale to the left side. Inhale back. Right. And back. And left. And back. One more time on each side. Exhale, take them to the right. And back. And to the left. And back. Take the knees to the right this time. Relax them down. Your right hand could rest gently on top of your left thigh or knee if you'd like. And think about grounding your left shoulder to the ground and turning your chin to the left if that's comfortable. And breathe. Aware of that fire that we've really stoked at the navel center. It might feel like heat, warmth, sensation. Might have a tingling quality to it. Deep breath in and out. Then inhale, bring the knees back to center. Let's go to the other side. Drop the knees to the left carefully. Left hand could rest gently on the right thigh or knee if you'd like. Ground the right shoulder and maybe turn the chin to the right. Aware of the navel center. Deep breath in and out. Inhale back to center. And hug the knees in. And just taking a couple of deep breaths here, feeling the belly push into the thighs as you inhale. And the thighs pull toward the body as you exhale. The belly pressing into the thighs as you inhale. The thighs being drawn closer to your body as you exhale. One more breath. All right. Carefully release the legs down to the floor. Make yourself ready for Shavasana. And feeling the feet fall outward, your arms resting by your side, palms face up. Making sure your jaw is softly relaxed. And that the space behind your eyes also softens a little bit. All right, making last adjustments. And then bring your body into stillness. And the breath is still moving. Everything else stops. And allow the movement of your breath to draw your inner eye toward the navel center. Inhale the belly rising, exhale the belly falling like a bellows, stoking that navel fire, Agni as it's called, the fire and seat of transformation. And just allow yourself to rest in stillness with that fire. Peace, peace, peace. Allow your breath to deepen. Make gentle movements in the hands and feet, your arms and legs, waking up your body. And then with the breath, go ahead and roll to your right side. And then go ahead and transition to a comfortable seat. Sitting tall, shoulders relaxing down your back, eyes are closed, inner eye focusing at energy, fire, the navel. And we'll return to one of our earlier practices where we are intentionally drawing energy toward the navel center using the breath. So take a deep breath in. With your exhale, engage the pelvic floor, pull up the low abdomen, and then feel the navel contract. Hold all of that contraction. Inhale, collarbones, rib cage, and then the belly softens. Inhale. Exhale again, pelvic floor, lower abdomen, navel center. Keep that contraction. Inhale, collarbones, rib cage, then the belly. I'll lead you through it one more time, and then you'll do a few rounds on your own. Exhale, pelvic floor, low abs, belly. Keep the contraction. Inhale, collarbones, rib cage, and abdomen. Exhale, draw the energy up from the earth to the navel center, all that support, all of that strength. Then exhale, draw down energy from the sky, the world, the universe, all of that potent prana toward the navel. Continue this pranayama and contraction as you continue. One or two more times. And then relax the effort around the breath and just be aware of a fire at the navel center. Picture it in your mind's eye. It's a bonfire or a campfire, something strong, something hot. And focus your awareness on the brightest spot within the flames, right at its center. The fire raging around that hottest, brightest point, the center of the fire. And as you hold your awareness there at that brightest, hottest point, you begin to see a figure, someone seated, image of a being sitting at the hottest, brightest point of the fire. Keep your focus. As you hold your focus, that being comes into clearer focus, and you realize that it is you, seated at the center of your fire. And you see yourself transformed, not into anything otherworldly, but with your intention having come through. There's something that you wanted to transform, that you wanted to call into this practice to shift. Or maybe you just wanted to be open to the idea of transforming. Look at this clear, bright, radiant being, you seated at the center of your own fire of transformation. Alive, vibrant, radiant being. And allowing the image of you at the center of your fire, allowing it to fade, but keeping the essence with you as you feel your breath deepen. And bring your palms to your heart and lower your chin and honor that bright being at the center of that fire, you, transformed, radiant, bright. And may all of your work here tonight, all of the effort and this practice, keep you connected to that inner radiance. So until next time, namaste.